All right, good morning, y'all. Okay, my name is Mr. Gleicher. I go by Mr. G. If you want to try to pronounce my name, it is a hard K sound with the CH. Okay, so it's Gleicher. But anyways, okay, guys, I'm going to be teaching U.S. history this year. Usually, okay, in the past 3 years that I've been at MacArthur, I have taught world history. This is my first year teaching this, so I'm really excited to explore the subject with you. Okay. I was not able to be at the Meet the Teacher night, so this is the first time that you're getting to see me. Okay, if you were able to read your email, if your parents read the email that I sent out, unfortunately my father-in-law passed away on Tuesday very unexpectedly, and so I was out the rest of the week trying to get the arrangements done with my wife for him. Okay, I will be out about 2 weeks from now on the 31st and the 1st. Okay, so to keep that in mind, but guys, just if I'm not responding very quickly, it's just because I'm trying to help my wife through this. So give me a little bit of grace moving forward. Okay, so guys, getting into this. Okay, we are doing this virtual. This is very strange because usually I'm up at the front of the class and we get to kind of interact. So we are going to build classroom norms as we move on. Okay, but right now I'm just going to kind of run through what my class looks like, who I am, so you can kind of get an idea of who you're talking to and who you're going to be dealing with in the future. Okay, so what is this class? We are looking from the end of the Civil War, okay, and how the United States rebuilds, or the Reconstruction, okay, all the way until about 2001, okay, when we start the war on terrorism and we have the invasion of Iraq. Okay, now with this class, okay, we are going to be studying history. Obviously, we're going to be studying history, but really what we're dealing with is how different people have interpreted past events and how they use that to move forward, right? Okay, how does our interpretation of what happened before, what other people have done, impacts us? Okay, and so because of that, okay, U.S. history involves all of us, and so I'm going to ask for us to be really mature and respect each other as we kind of go into this, because we're going to get into some really nasty bits of U.S. history, especially in this time period. Okay, and I'm going to ask that you really respect one another as we move forward and respect where people are coming from. Okay, so fall semester. Okay. Fall semester, really we're looking, once again, from the end of the Civil War all the way until World War II. We're going to try to finish World War II by Christmas. Okay, that is a lot, but we're going to try to get through that. The spring semester is going to be mainly the Cold War and then just review. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the Civil Rights Movement, we'll look at Vietnam, okay, we're going to look at the Roaring Twenties. So we have a lot to cover, but what's really cool about U.S. history, especially with this class, is that it's such a smaller chunk of history than what you did last year with world history. So we get to get into it a lot more in depth than what you saw last year. Okay. So guys, we have a lot to cover, mainly because we have a test in May. Okay, there is an EOC STAR test in this class. You did not have one last year with world history. And so because of that, and because we're virtual, really you're going to have work every single day. There's not going to be a free day in my class because we just have a lot to cover before that test. Okay, now I know that COVID changes a lot of things, so what I'm saying right now may change. They may end up canceling that test, okay, like they did in the spring. But right now, okay, my job is to prepare you for that test that's scheduled for May of this year. Okay, now I have a little bit about my classroom norms. That's a little difficult because we are not in the classroom. Some of y'all are going to be asynchronous, some of y'all are going to be synchronous. Okay, some of y'all will be here and we'll establish norms when we do that. We're going to establish online norms, but if you're in my room, okay, these are some of the things that we just can't have, right? We can't have classroom disruptions. We got to respect each other, and then the cell phone things, we'll get to that, all right? Now, I forgot to delete this scene. Okay, but guys, the syllabus. Okay, I'm going to email that to you. It's going to be on Canvas. Don't really worry about this because this was from last year and I meant to delete this, but oops. Okay, but let's get into me. Okay, so I was actually born in Irving. I went to Irving schools my entire life. My mom and my dad were both teachers here. Okay, my mom was a librarian at both Farine and Townsville. That's where I went. Okay, my dad was actually a special ed teacher at TJ Lee and Townsville. So I have been here a long time. I know how this goes. I've sat in a lot of the seats that you have sat in. Okay, and so I know a lot about the experience that y'all are going through. So if you have questions, if you're anxious about being in MacArthur, please let me know, because as an alumni, okay, I really care about you having a good experience here too. And I had a really good experience in MAC, mainly because I was really involved. Okay, I was in student council my freshman year. I was a class officer. I played 2 years of varsity football. I played varsity golf. It wasn't very good, but I played varsity golf. I was in UIL literary criticism, so I was not only in the athletic side, but I also did academics. We actually ended up going to state for literary criticism. Guys, I teach the UIL current events team, and I also will be teaching the UIL social studies team. So if you are interested in learning a little bit more about either what's going on now, right now in our world, and how that impacts you, maybe you want to talk to me about current events. Okay, if you're interested in looking at one of the topics that we actually are going to be covering this year, which is U.S. imperialism, then once again, hit me up and I'll talk to you about that. I don't really understand how that's going to work with COVID and everything like that, but hopefully we get to have a season and we can get into that. Okay, and I also was in KMAC and I was also in PALS. I don't think we have PALS anymore. That was actually a teaching kind of big brother program. Okay, one of the other reasons I really love MacArthur. Okay, one of the reasons why MacArthur holds a really special spot in my heart. I know I have some people from last year that I taught, but this lady right here and right here is actually my wife. Okay, she is Mrs. G. She teaches English. She teaches English 2 GT, and she's also going to be teaching AP literature this year. She's upstairs. We met in the same room that she is teaching in, and so MacArthur is always going to have a really special spot because this is where I found my wife. Okay, in 2016, I graduated from Texas Tech. Really proud. Graduate from there. Hopefully, I might actually be starting master's school this year, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, just some other things about me. Some of these questions are going to be on the all about me, so I'm just kind of trying to give you some information because y'all are going to be giving me some information. So, guys, born in Dallas. I love Dallas teams, Cowboys. It's hard to be a Cowboy fan, but I am a Cowboy fan. Stars are doing all right in the playoffs. Mavericks got in. I'm also a big Red Raider fan, a Cornhusker fan. We'll see if they play this year. We can talk about that. I have 2 cats, okay, Chandler and Gary. They are both girls. Okay, Gary is this gray cat right here, and Chandler is this black cat right here. And then I just adopted this ginormous black dog that my late father-in-law had. His name is Seamus. He is so new that he's actually not on this PowerPoint, but I will show you all pictures later on. And these are just some of the shows that my wife and I have been watching since we've been in quarantine, and then very long time since we've been in a movie theater. But last movie I saw was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Okay, my wife and I really love going to the movies, so hopefully when the vaccine gets worked on and it gets approved, hopefully we will be able to get back in there. Okay, all right, really boring slide, but I wanted to make sure that we all know what we're doing today. So you guys, I need you to log into Canvas. Number one thing, okay, you should see your course. Okay, and the first thing that I need you to do, okay, is complete the introduction/first day module. Okay, you're gonna see that I have this like Canvas training module. You're actually gonna do that in 3rd period today, or I don't know about today, but you will do it in 3rd period. But that's going to be there if you get lost. So let's say that you're trying to go through something and you don't know where to go and you can't find it. You can do that training again and try to get refreshed. That is not a grade, but it's up there. What is a grade? Okay, is that introduction/first day module. This is designed, okay, just to get you kind of used to Canvas. I know you're going to be doing this all day, okay, but I need to know that you are able to kind of access stuff and you're able to get through the whole program. You see the kind of different things that I'm going to use this year as we go through this program. So first thing I need you to do, okay, is read the syllabus, and then there's a 5-question quiz. And this is not a hard quiz. You can have the syllabus open, okay, but I want to know that you read it. Okay, so read the syllabus, take the quiz, easy. Second thing, okay, you're going to see a Google form that says all about me. Okay, it's got all these questions on there. I'm just trying to figure out who you are. I want to know who the person is behind the screen. Okay, so give me a little bit of information because it's going to be a little harder for us to build a relationship because we've got this computer screen between us, right? Okay, so give me a little bit of information. There are some would you rather questions. If you've never done one of those, you're going to pick one, okay, and then you're explaining why you would rather do that than the other option. Okay, final thing. final thing. Okay, I want you to tell me why you should study history. Okay, why do we require history as a core subject? Okay, you've got math, you've got English, you've got science, and then you've got social studies. Those are your 4 core subjects that you need to pass in order to graduate. So my question is, why do we make y'all do this? Why do we study history? Okay, I've got some suggestions. Okay, if you have an idea that's not there, let me know. Okay, tell me. But I've got you some suggestions to get you started since we just got back to school and you're going to get kind of back into the swing of things. Okay, you're going to submit it and then you're going to respond to 2 other people. Okay, I want you to start kind of figuring out who's in the class. Okay, so respond to 2 people, don't care who it is, but respond to them. Either I agree with your opinion because, or I disagree with your opinion because, and then you're done. Okay, shouldn't take you super long. This is the only thing that I'm asking for today. Tomorrow we'll get into some actual history stuff. If you got questions, okay, I'm available between 12 and 12:30 today. Okay, guys, I'm really excited to get to meet y'all. I'm really excited to get into the subject with you. Okay, have a great day. If you have any questions, best way to contact me is through my email. Okay, have a great day, y'all.